Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my new series called Cards and Coffee, where we're looking at parts of self. We're having conversations through the use of tarot, and I'm kind of setting up the questions to ask parts of self um, through the chakra centers. This is really more about an opportunity for y'all to uh, take time to explore yourself and the relationship that you have with parts of self. There are images. Um, uh, Here, let me just put here little images like this. I suggest that when I show the image that comes up, that you pause the video and just write down kind of what is initially coming in, or I don't hate to use the word triggering, but what's coming up for you when you see that image. I'm going to be doing a reading utilizing tarot and the symbolism of tarot, but I will also in the description box put some questions for you to ask yourself, journal, explore, if you choose, if you want to. Otherwise, you can just watch this video and get out of it what you want. But I'm doing this as, an offer to help all of us tune in and hone listening and connecting to our higher power, as well as maybe getting to know ourselves, our wounding, our blocks and fears, our aspirations, our joys, our strengths. So, use this time and this series in a way that works best for you. I like it as a counselor and as a reader and intuitive coach. I really like the ability to combine my two worlds, if you will. Maybe they will one day be one world. Okay. If you would like to have a session with me, either getting a reading or working with me as an intuitive coach, that contact information will also be in the description box. Okay, so let's look at what part of self wants to be seen and heard today. Everybody got their coffee or tea or something nice to sip on. I will be watching this along with you. We can chat on the playback. Woo! Wow. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up. Go ahead and take a couple minutes to pause. See what comes up for you. If you can't see this, if you're just listening, it looks like a For me, it's very reminiscent of death, transformation, a scarecrow, a wise guide or spirit. There is a crow. It's not afraid and it's sitting right on its shoulder, right? And its, arms are open almost in embrace. It's illuminating, it's illuminated in the very small crescent moon, in the black of night. I mean, it's very dark. There are not stars, it's just the crescent moon. Tiny rose bush at the base where the feet would be. So let's see what Tarot has to say about this image. Okay, so starting at the base chakra, all about security, physical, financial security. This can be about belonging, the tribe, if you will, survival. Okay, what does this part want to say? Okay, I have is the base chakra. I have. Okay. Okay. Well, the death card did come up, bottom of the deck. Okay. So there's this moving energy moving through. And we have the Eight of Swords. So I have some fears. I have some real anxiety. And I have some thoughts, limiting beliefs. Okay, self-imposed limiting beliefs that are keeping me stuck right now. Potentially around something that I need to let go of, that needs to transform, that needs to die away. And, let's see. What do I want? Let's look at the sacral chakra, which is about relationships, which is about creativity, sexuality. Woo. Okay, well, here is our Queen of Wands, who is all about, kind of going after what she wants, about understanding manifestation, about being very open and confident in really, she feels just very worthy of bringing in to her life what it is that she wants. She's not going to accept just anything, for sure. She's cloaked in gold, more of the solar plexus, so she will move into action if she needs to, right? Woo! And look who's coming. Carrying his big wand, the bottom of the deck. Does this have to do potentially with, relationships, owning her sense? Let me pause this. Okay, apologies about that. I'm sitting right in front of a window, and my dog, does not like to see figures moving across the window. Okay, so where was I? So it looks like, see how she's watching this person come in? There could be a fear even though she wants it, even though she's saying, I want this, I want to express myself freely, I want to, you know, accept maybe this offer. This looks like, for me, these two coming in together, it looks like romance. It looks like passion. Well, I'll just say it that way, okay? She wants that, but for some reason, it looks like there's some fear around that. And what might that be about? You know, I don't know. I can does she need to embrace too many cards? I can't do that, guys. I mean, I could, but not in this. I'm trying to get these videos out in short timing. Hold on. You know, maybe there's a dilemma between, you know, embracing the death and the loss of something, a relationship in the past, so that she can move forward. But maybe she's afraid because of the relationship in the past and she can't really fully embrace it. Embrace the wisdom of, you know, cycles, life, death, relationships that come and go. Okay, so let me focus. I can or I will is the question here. Okay. So, okay. Resting, praying, meditating. Connecting with higher, wiser self, spirit. I can and I will, right? I mean, solar plexus here, right? Before I move into action, the action that I will take will be to press pause and allow myself to gain some inspiration, clarity, inner truth, something that I need to say, and I need to figure out maybe how to say it. And why do I say that? Because we have Queen of Swords, the truth teller, and we have strength underneath her, the bottom of the deck. Okay. I love. What do I love? I love. Do I love conflict? Do I love to feel right? Do I attach myself to relationship dynamics that create drama, chaos, conflict in my life? that's a difficult place to be if you want to be in a, well, you know what? She's not saying she wants to be in a stable relationship, actually. And maybe she's recognizing that this has been a pattern in the past. And when I say she, this could be for men or women. It's just because of the images that I started off looking at. You know, is there a recognition of patterns of getting into situations that are drama filled, you know, full of conflict. I keep saying conflict. That's not what. Yeah. You know, a sense of even constant like change and maybe even being left, you know, or needing to leave. Maybe I'm afraid of being left or in opening myself to receive love because maybe of how I was raised, and I just can't feel safe in a stable, loving relationship. It has to be, you know, impulsive, and I don't know how to embrace the natural course, you know, of a relationship, whether it stays solid or it runs its course and it has its season and its leave. It's just the whole thing is just so hard for me, you know. It's hard for me. So maybe maybe there are different strategies that I utilize in order to protect myself. So it seems like it's just always looming. I speak. Oops, pulled one out that should not have come out. Okay, I speak. You know, I'm not sure, I'm not certain. I don't know what I really want to do or what I want right now or what it would look like, or should I move forward. Do I abandon ship? Has this thing run its season? Is there any more life left? I really need to get clear on this mentally because I don't know. I'm deciding. I'm contemplating what I have sown. What can I hold on to that's still valuable? Is there anything valuable? I'm not certain right now. I speak from this place of uncertainty. I don't speak with confidence because I don't feel confident, although I want to. Too many cards. Too many. I'm not gonna. Let me just. I'm take a look. Flip it. All right, I will take them. And I'm just gonna, okay, it's what I am seeing. And I'm not gonna go slow and explain every single card, but I will show them. So we have the Devil card, okay? This is what I see, intuit, okay? We have Temperance. Two of Swords. Judgment. Let's do it over here a little bit. Two of Wands. Which is interesting. And again, the Death card. So I see, I intuit, I know that I have to make different choices. I know that I have to break free of old patterns. I know that I have to be patient and heal and do the work necessary to break these old patterns so that I can have a fresh start, so that I can bring into or put out this part of me, this other part of me, right, that wants to feel confident, that wants to go after and believe in this guy that showed up at the bottom of the deck, right? Potentially. Or I want to feel confident that I don't take this guy that comes along, because it's going to elicit, you know, these old fears. I know that I have to work on myself first. I know that this is a toxic pattern. I know that I've made choices and that I have the power to make other choices. And I have to let maybe this particular, if there is someone in this particular type of relationship is what I'm going to say, I have to let this go. And you know, if you're watching and you know that this is speaking to you, or that there's someone in your sphere that seems very impulsive and rushes in, or that you are very impulsive and rush in and do, you know, yeah, it looks like, you know, there's a lot of cards here about pushing pause, taking time, you know, changing a perspective or getting clearer on the choices that we make. Okay. And finally, I know. Because we do reap what we sow. Okay. I know that there is a new opportunity here presenting itself. And yet, there's a part of me that's leaning out and a part of me that's looking back towards it. Maybe I've even heard some things about this situation, but if we're looking at parts of self, there is something telling me that I have an opportunity to do things differently, and I have to hold back from saying anything right now have to hold back from or resist listening to this committee that's in my head, you know, that keeps me feeling stuck. And I have to wrestle, integrate, make peace with, be curious about. These patterns in my life. Sort of more primal part of me. Is it integrated in a way that I'm comfortable with? Okay. What is my fear? Or I'm sorry, what is my purpose? What is my purpose for being here? You know, the Ace of Wands, it's an opportunity, yes, but it's a very passionate opportunity. It's one that's full of exuberance and life force and sexuality and creativity and even spirituality. Okay, there's something new here. Maybe it's an opportunity for me to look a lot more closely, because this is a choice point. There's like, it's like winds of change. It's doing, feeling this sense that there's an opportunity here with where I am right now, and I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. I need to go within. I need to be, you know, present. But this is kind of a big deal, right? Okay. My purpose says my purpose is impartiality. See that? I think here this is about, you know, not being judgmental, of being, look, and she's got a cloak of purple and like almost like a amethyst medallion around her neck. Let me just see what this has been coming up. Let me see. Yeah, take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Allowing things to unfold, standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication. Guide, open-minded, and fairness. Okay. Yeah. Reason why I am here. Because I want to be open-minded. I want to have a neutral perspective. I want to be more curious than judgmental about this situation, and it could be my own toxic patterns, right? What is my fear? What is my fear? Yeah. Too much. Maybe a lot of fears there. What's my fear? Okay, let me change that question. Okay, let's change what is my fear to what would it take to make me feel safer? What would it take to make me feel safer? Y'all, for me, when I am handling the cards, I can feel blacks. I can feel the heaviness in the deck. I can feel when I might need to ask the question in a different way. I can tell if the cards are coming out in this like crazy, that's a lot of scattered energy. There's just a lot going on. So sometimes I have to stop. Sometimes I'll reshuffle and figure out a different way to ask the question. What would it take to make me feel safer? Self-worth and forgiveness. Working on self-esteem, working on forgiving self, working on forgiving others, the situation, maybe life, that it could have been any other way than it was. I mean, I don't want to get into the preaching about that, but okay, working on maybe even like the sacral chakra, and working on the crown chakra, even the third eye chakra for perspective. Okay. Help me to feel, yeah, see, the bottom of the deck was confusion. Okay. How would I feel if I could increase my self-esteem? If I didn't have to work so hard? If I wasn't held back by these limiting beliefs? Well, I would trust my instinct. I could move forward in a way that, just feels good. She moves with passion, confidence. She's creative. She's intuitive. Right? I could be her. I could own this part of me. And currently I don't think I can, right? Let me just read a little bit about instinct here. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Key ideas: solitary journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit, following your instinct. I mean, interesting relationship here, right? Letting go, moving on, trusting instinct, trusting right timing. We've got a full moon in this one and it's like crescent, waxing or waning. Let's get those little moon faces confused. Okay. Okay, and let's get one more message for today for this part of self. Oh, whoa. Did you see that? It went and it ended up in reverse. Time to go. Time to go. But it's in the protection position. So let's see. 45. Interesting. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else left to learn or experience. You are at the end of one, no, sorry. We got to go to the protection relationship message. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Ah, okay. Consider this a break rather than an ending. Okay. Let's see. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Trust that. Wow. Super interesting. Super interesting. Okay. Enlightenment, the bottom of this deck. Go the distance. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's reading for part of self and take the time to do your own exploration. Look at the journal prompts at the in the description box and leave comments. You know, hopefully you're discussing this as this is premiering. And if you come back and see it after it's premiered, you know, please leave a comment, hit like. I'd love you to subscribe. It really helps me out. And be well. Bye-bye.